He was just a broke law student trying to save his family. She was a 71-year-old millionaire with a chilling smile. When they married, he thought he'd found a lifeline. But what he uncovered just 7 days later would shake him to his core and reveal a twisted revenge years in the making. Rain painted the sidewalks of a quiet Texas town as Ethan Blake, 24, trudged toward the library, weighed down by student loans, hospital bills, and his crumbling hope. His phone buzzed in his pocket. "Mr. Blake," a crisp voice said. "This is Evelyn Carrington. I believe I can help you." Confused, Ethan asked, "Who are you? How do you know?" "I know enough," she interrupted. "Meet me tonight, Carrington's Lounge, 7 sharp." Soaked and skeptical, Ethan entered the upscale lounge hours later. There she was, Evelyn, elegant, silver-haired, dressed like royalty. "You've struggled enough," she said calmly. "I want to make you an offer." Ethan frowned. "What kind of offer?" "Marry me." The words landed like thunder. Evelyn smiled, poised and controlled. "This isn't about love. It's a transaction. I'll clear your debts. In return, you become my husband." That night, Ethan sat across from his mother in their dim kitchen. Her eyes, tired and pale from months of chemotherapy, searched his face. "She wants to marry you," she whispered, "to help us. I don't love her. I barely know her." "I'm not asking you to love," his mother said softly. "I'm asking you to survive." The next morning, Ethan returned to Carrington's Lounge. Evelyn didn't even glance up from her tablet. "You've decided," she said. Ethan nodded. "I'll do it." She closed the tablet slowly. "Good. The papers are already being prepared." A week later, Ethan stood inside a quiet courthouse. The suit he wore felt heavy, borrowed, expensive, and far too formal for a life he didn't understand. "I now pronounce you husband and wife," the clerk said. Evelyn turned to him, her expression unreadable. "Welcome to the Carrington legacy, Mr. Blake." As they exited into the gray drizzle, Ethan caught his reflection in a puddle. Did I just save my family, or sell my soul? Evelyn's estate sat at the edge of town like a silent monument. Grand columns, marble steps, and ivy-wrapped gates whispered secrets of old money. Inside, the walls echoed with silence. "You'll find everything to your liking," Evelyn said as a maid led Ethan to his room. The room was pristine to pristine, a king-sized bed, golden drapes, antique furniture, but not a trace of life. That night, dinner was served in a long, dimly lit dining hall. Evelyn, seated at the opposite end of the table, sliced into her steak with surgical precision. "You're adjusting. This place feels like a museum." "You'll learn to adapt," she replied, smiling without warmth. As the days passed, Ethan noticed locked doors, too many. The staff avoided him, speaking in whispers when they thought he wasn't listening. "Why him?" he overheard one say. "She always has a reason," another replied. That night, wandering the library, he noticed a key on Evelyn's desk ornate, old, almost ceremonial. He slipped it into his pocket, heart racing. Midnight, Ethan crept down the hall, the mansion still and heavy with tension. He found the door, slid the key in, a soft click. Inside, dust-covered furniture, faded photographs and stacks of papers. On the desk, legal documents, failed deals between his father and Evelyn's late husband. A letter caught his eye. The handwriting was sharp and angry. "You destroyed everything. My husband died with nothing." Then Ethan saw it, a marriage license. His name, Evelyn's, dated before their wedding, weeks before. Beside it, a diary. Evelyn's words, "He will be mine. His father ruined my life. Now I'll ruin his." A chill ran through Ethan's spine. The door creaked, looking for something. Evelyn's voice sliced through the silence. Ethan turned, guilt and rage twisting in his chest. "This wasn't about companionship. You married me to punish my father." Evelyn stepped into the room, unflinching. "He took everything. I have no family, no legacy. You were a way to balance the scales. This isn't justice, it's cruelty. You're just like him," she hissed. "Blind to consequences, arrogant." "No," Ethan replied. "I didn't destroy anyone. But you might." Ethan began to plan. In secret, he contacted a friend from law school. Hypothetically, he asked, "What happens if someone marries under false pretenses?" "Depends on the proof," his friend said. "But it can be undone." Ethan dug deeper at his files, hidden documents, and one night he heard her on the phone. "Make sure the transfer goes through. He can't back out now." Panic set in. She was planning something bigger, something irreversible. A private investigator confirmed it. Ethan's father had swindled Evelyn's husband years ago, destroying the Carrington family fortune. The heart attack that followed had left her a widow. Her entire scheme, marriage manipulation, had been years in the making. Ethan collected everything, letters, contracts, audio recordings, and finally he confronted her. "I know everything," he said. "The revenge, the deals, the lies." Her facade cracked. "You think you're the first to betray me?" she whispered. "No," Ethan replied, "but I'll be the last." Police entered moments later. Evelyn's expression never changed until she looked at Ethan. "You'll regret this," she said coldly. Revenge has a way of circling back. At her trial, Ethan testified not to destroy her but to free himself. Her sentence was reduced, but her empire collapsed. Weeks later, he received a letter. Her handwriting was elegant, steady. He showed me something I'd forgotten, that kindness can exist in a cruel world. This estate no longer holds my pain. It's yours now. Do with it what I couldn't let go. Ethan sold the mansion, paid off his family's debts, and with the rest, created a scholarship in her husband's name. 1 year later, at the scholarship ceremony, Ethan spoke, "This isn't just about money, it's about redemption, about ending the cycle of pain." He stepped outside. The sky was clear for the first time in months. In his jacket pocket, Evelyn's letter rested, no longer a threat, but a memory, one he'd carry not out of fear, but as proof that forgiveness can be the final act of strength. Thank you for joining us on this powerful journey of pain, truth, and redemption. Ethan's story reminds us we don't have to become the monsters that haunt us. We can break the cycle. We can choose healing. Share your thoughts in the comments. Has life ever forced you into an impossible decision? Subscribe for more powerful stories that touch the heart and stir the soul. Until next time, stay strong, stay kind, and never stop believing in second chances.